All right. Hello, everyone. This is my first recording, so bear with me. But I'm so glad that you're here. For everyone and anyone who's new, my name is Rebekah Monroe, and I teach yoga at the Rec Center for Group Fitness. But this is a free class, move for your mood series for the well-being classes. So well-being classes are free, and I'm really excited to be able to offer this. Thank you to Karen for helping me get this to be a reality. Don't mind my tongue; it's just like getting caught up on in itself today. So, I will be using my voice, but I won't be using music that you can hear. And I'm doing that intentionally so that there's no copyright infringement, one, and for two, that you can listen to me cue you throughout this Vinyasa class the next 60 minutes and play your own music without any interference. So choosing any music that sounds good for you, that speaks to you. And I'm happy to share some of the playlists that I've curated or borrowed from other practitioners. So please let me know. You can reach me at my email, rmonroe@bgsu.edu, which is RMONROE. You can also reach me on my Instagram, Rebekah Joy Monroe, REBEKAHJOYMONROE. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to scoot myself back here so you can see. I'm using my earphones, so hopefully you're able to hear me okay. And just a few things to get started. I typically wear either no socks or socks with like rubber on the bottom. They're specifically yoga socks. And the goal with that is that you're not slipping. So finding yourself on your mat, comfortable seated position. It does not have to look like me. I'm here as a guide, but I am not perfect. There's no perfection. We can strive for the best alignment. So, what does that mean? It means feeling your sit bones on the ground and trying to stack your bones. So, the hips, the spine, the ribs, the chest, shoulders, neck. See if you can just slightly tuck the chin under. So we're not putting it close to the chest and we're not dipping the chip up towards the sky. We're just slightly tipping it downward just so we can really feel the crown of our head get longer. Nice. And just start to notice your natural breath here. Maybe noticing your natural breath makes you change it, and that's okay. Just acknowledging our breath, maybe that acknowledgement has some effect. Maybe it doesn't, but just notice the breath, regardless of whether it changes or not. Nice. Keep that breath going. At least few more rounds here, trying to breathe at least 3 to 4 seconds on the inhale. Hold at the top for a couple seconds, maybe sip in a little more air and then holding the belly in, closing the lips, exhaling through the nose, releasing the belly. Nice. Letting all the air out. And we do that again. Inhale, low belly, low lungs, mid lungs. Second more, feeling the air come up through the chest, through the throat, up to the top of the head. Hold for a couple seconds. Exhale, release. Keep this going 3 seconds in, 3 to 4 seconds out. Try to even the effort through the breath, through the breaths of the inhales and the exhales. This Ujjayi pranayama, victorious breath. Maybe taking hands to chest and belly, just connecting with the body, feeling the lungs expand, the muscles contract, and relax. Nice. Keep that breath going. If you need a block within grabbing distance, you can always have one. It's always nice for bringing the floor closer to you. It's not necessary for today's flow, but it's always welcome for you to take in any props that might help you in your practice. Maybe a belt, using that as like a yoga strap if you need extension and support for that. This next inhale, go ahead and take the arms up towards the sky, watching for your surroundings if you're in a smaller space. Shoulders come up really high, then relax them down. Nice. Breathing out through the nose. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale your right hand to the ground. You can just bend at your waist and maybe you keep your hand here, or you can walk the hand out, pushing into the hand or coming on to the forearm for a deeper stretch here, turning the head towards the right fingers. Inhale through the nose. Exhale to press the left sit bones more toward the ground, stretching through the left pinky. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Rainbow the hands to the other side. Happy Pride, by the way. Left hand on the ground, maybe coming onto that forearm. Stretch as you exhale. Another round, inhale. Feel the right sit bones press into the earth. Exhale, bow the head. Nice, inhale. We're going to rainbow the hands, but this time we're taking the right hand behind our sacrum or bottom of our spine, and I'm pressing into the ground. Left hand reaches up. Then I'm going to take my left hand, the back of my left arm, and press it into my right thigh, pressing my right hand into the ground as I turn from my belly button to twist from my spine. Inhale to lengthen, lengthening the spine. Exhale to twist and wring and rinse this wet towel that is our body. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, other side, left hand comes behind, pushing the back of our right arm into that left thigh to twist from the belly button, maybe looking over that left shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist. Nice. Inhale to unwind, arms reach up. Exhale, arms reach forward. I'm going to scoot back to give myself a little bit more room. And I'm just going to crawl the hands forward, bowing the head. Inhale for length. Exhale, bow. Inhale, walking the hands all the way to the right as far as the bones will allow. My right hand is on the ground, and then I'm going to take my left hand on top, kind of walking it out, feeling the stretch in my left side body here. Let me turn. Nice. Inhale for length. Exhale. Bow in. Nice. Inhale, walking the hands all the way towards the left side. Inhale for length. Exhale, bow. Nice. Inhale, walking the hands back towards the center. Walking the hands towards the torso. Hands come to heart center. Taking a moment to set any intention. Sankalpa in Sanskrit. This is a vow or a resolution to yourself for today's practice. And that can be something as simple as, I want to focus on my breath today, or I want to make sure I don't injure myself and take effort in both ease and in pushing myself. And that can be a delicate balance that looks different for every person, and that's okay. whatever your resolution is, keeping that with you as we go through today's practice. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, right hand to the right side, walking it out. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, rainbow the arms. And exhale, left hand comes down. Exhale to stretch. Inhale, we're twisting so that the right hand goes behind, left hand on right thigh. Twist from your belly. Exhale to release deeper into this posture. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twisting to the other side, left hand behind, right arm against left thigh. You can always take more breaths here as you flow on your own later. Inhale through the center. Exhale, bowing it forward, drawing the hands away. Inhale, walking the hands to the right. Inhale, all the way to the other side. Exhale to bow in. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Take that one more time just on your own. Maybe you go slower, maybe you go faster. Stretching to each side, right hand down, then left hand down, then coming up. So we come to the twist. Right hand goes behind the sacrum first. And then you'll do the other side, left hand behind. Coming back to center. Hands reach forward and crawl out. And you'll take your time to go to the right and left, stacking the palm on the other. Really feeling that left side body start to wake up here. Nice. Inhale. Once you finish that round, meeting in the center, and then we're gonna roll over the ankles, coming onto tabletop pose. Make any adjustments as needed. If you need some water, I'm gonna take this outer layer off as I've begun to warm up a little, even just from stretching. Nice. So we're coming into tabletop, stacking shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Inhale, start to pull your hands towards you without actually moving them, but using the energy you put into the earth to feel that connection start to come towards you. You can bow the tummy down like a hammock. Start to feel the core just engage here. Maybe even stretch if it's been, used in the last few days. I know I haven't stretched as much, so I'm a bit stiff there. Go ahead and exhale to push the ground away, cow pose. Inhale, hammocking the tummy down. Again, pressing into the earth and then pulling the hands towards you like you're trying to bring the mat closer to you. Exhale, cat pose. Sorry if I misspoke. I like to confuse my cats and cows, but cow is when we're taking the tummy down and inhaling through the nose, pushing the ground away. Exhale to cat pose where we arch our spine. Take a few more rounds here, maybe adding in some hip movement. Just waking up the muscles around the spine, letting it feel good. Maybe coming into child's pose. Nice. Inhale that right arm up towards the sky. And then you can take it For a thread the needle, lowering the right shoulder blade and then the right ear. You can press the left hand into the mat. Feel how your body reacts here. I start to feel my right oblique stretching as I press into my right shoulder and my left hand. Nice. Inhale, right arm back up. And again, you can just do cat-cows here. These are just options if you wanna add a little bit more movement. Left hand reaches up. Inhaling through the nose, exhale to thread the needle. Left shoulder comes down, maybe on that left ear, pressing into your right hand. Maybe putting more weight into the shoulder. Putting even weight between that left shoulder and this right hand. Maybe look up towards the ceiling gently, making sure not to irritate the neck, but we're trying to stretch. I start to feel my right core light up a little bit here, just from stretching. Nice. Inhale back up towards the center, tabletop. Again, just do another round. Inhale, the tummy goes down. Cow pose, exhale, cat. Maybe come to that child's pose. Knowing that this is here for you anytime during your practice, you don't need my permission. You are the best teacher. Inhale, back up. Can reach the right arm up. Maybe go a little faster, a little slower. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, you can swipe that arm under. Finish the exhale. Inhale, left arm back up. Exhale, hand comes down. Finish the exhale, inhale, cow. You can tuck the toes, you can untuck the toes, whatever feels better for you. Exhale, cow. By cow, I meant cat. I don't know why it's always so hard for me. All right, we're gonna come into our first downward dog. Tucking the toes, hips reach back, and you can keep a generous bend in the knees here to start. We're not trying to force our body into these shapes, but we are trying to warm up the body here. So I'm a little tense here. So I'm not trying to overextend them, but I'm finding a place between that effort and ease that feels like I'm doing work to warm my muscles without finding myself in a pain. Keep the breath going in through the nose, out through the nose. Engaging low belly, Uddiyana Bandha. Engaging the groins muscles, the glutes, the groin, the thighs, that area we call Mula Bandha. And then we also want to keep track of Jalandhara Bandha, so our chin. Basically, are we having our throat be in line, our neck be in line with our spine, or are we cutting that off, cutting off the air? We want the ears to be roughly between the biceps to have this awareness of our Jalandhara Bandha. Nice. Inhale, you can always take one heel up, leaving the other heel down, bending that left knee to start, and then you can switch as you breathe. Inhale, exhale. You can be a different pace. Just find something that feels good in your body, and then try to feel some stillness. If this is too much on your shoulders, you're not used to being in this posture, you can always come down to the knees, to that tabletop. Take a few breaths. Coming back to that downward facing dog. Slowly inhale, walk the feet towards the hands. You can let the head be heavy. Slowly inhale, hands to the shins below the knees. Start to press into your legs. Find some length in the spine. Try to keep that core engaged. Finish the inhale, exhale to fold in. Again, you can keep a generous bend in the knees. Nodding the head yes on the inhale and no. You can take opposite elbows. Taking another round of breath in and out. Nice. I love feeling my spine decompress here. It feels so good. And then very slowly, we're going to inhale our way up to standing mountain, taking more time than you think to get up. Letting the head be the last thing to come up. Maybe you're too tall for your camera, but you're going to reach your arms all the way up. And then exhale, swan dive down so the hands come out, and then bow all the way in. Nice. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. We're starting in a high plank, but you can do a few different things here. So we'll start with traditional vinyasa. So high plank to low plank, tricep push-up. You can maybe just go a couple inches. Inhale, push the ground away. Upward facing dog, float the hips. You can always come down into a cobra. So hands on either side of the shoulder, squeezing the scapulas, or not scapulas, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Nice. You can also take the forearms down for a sphinx pose. And then we're going to push back up, squeezing the belly, hips reach back, downward facing dog. Now to do that faster, we're coming from that high plank to low plank. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. That's our half vinyasa. Now, alternatively, when I say plant the hand, step back, you can just go straight to a table, do a cat-cow, which really should be called cow-cat. Well, it should be for my brain. And then go into that down dog. Nice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 more breaths in this down dog. Again, if you need to come down, come down. If you need child's pose, come to child's pose. 1 more round of breath wherever you are, in and out. Nice. Pressing into the hands, coming into that down dog if you're not already there. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Hands into the shins, long spine from the sacrum to the crown of the head. Exhale, bow it in. Inhale, energetically reach all the way up, extended mountain. Reaching the hands towards the sky. Nice. Go ahead and add a stretch to the side here, right. Left hips go to the left as you pull your left wrist toward the right side. Inhale back towards center. I like that wasn't any better visually. Nice. So I'll come onto my knees for this, but basically hands are reaching up, and then you're gonna take your left hand, grab your right wrist, stretch it to the other side. Nice. Inhale back towards center. Maybe you press the hips forward as the arms reach back. Again, you'll be standing. I'm just coming on my knees so you can see my body. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump to the top of your high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Another 2 rounds. Next, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, We're gonna bend towards the right, or you can make this banana shape. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Maybe goalpost the arms, tucking the ribs, the ribs in and under, but pushing the hips forward. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Exhale, finish it out. Inhale, reach the hands into the shins. And then exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Take your half vinyasa. You can always go straight to down dog. You're going to do the up dog and down dog if you're doing that traditional half vinyasa. And then we'll all meet in this downward facing dog. Nice. One more round. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step bridge up top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, banana to the right. Inhale, center. Switching hands. Exhale, banana to the left. Inhale, goalpost the arms, pressing hips forward, keeping those ribs tucked as you engage the core. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump back into that chaturanga, tricep push-up, or whatever modification works for you. Upward dog on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really using your core to get from that up dog to the down dog. We don't want to injure our low back. Take 2 more breaths in that down dog. I'm gonna go ahead and take my yoga socks off here. Nice. One more breath in that down dog. Maybe spill your water. Nice. If you're not in down dog, go ahead and meet me there. Nice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Nice. Next, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold into you, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the seat, take the big toes to kiss, leave a little space between the heels. If you need to keep them more straight, that's okay. We're just kind of aiming for this general shape with the feet. And then we're coming so that we're trying to get our thighs parallel with the ground. Nice. Engage low belly, ribs tuck in, torso starts to come up as you sit deeper into this chair pose. Utkatasana. Inhale through the nose, see if you can sit a little deeper. Maybe you take the hands to heart center if you feel like I have to come out of this pose. See if you can do something smaller first without collapsing out of a pose or just taking yourself out of it entirely. Maybe you can just take the hands to heart center to slow the heart rate a little bit. Nice. Inhale, maybe come back out. Exhale, right arm sweeps back, look towards the right fingers. Finish the exhale here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand reaches back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, both arms sweep back. Ardha Utkatasana, half chair pose. See if you can come onto the balls of your feet. Maybe you stay here. Now, if you want to try crow pose, I'm going to cue that shortly. If you'd like, you can come into this yoga squat, malasana. Nice. You can stay here. I'm bouncing to the music in my ears a little bit because I like a little bounce moment, you know? Bounce, 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 bounce. Sorry if that doesn't go with your music, but I always like to do a little bit of a, what do they call it? A pulse. Sometimes it helps me stay in my position. Really think about engaging the core. Now for the crow pose, we're gonna keep the feet more together. Heels together, feet are out like those little crow feet, so cute. And then the hands come down. And I kind of stay on the fingers, the ball, what's the word? The tips of my fingers. I'm telling you, I don't cue for a month and it just gets real hard to remember what words are. I come onto the balls of my feet and the tips of my fingers. Then I really try to get my knees into my armpits. Now, you might not have the flexibility for that. That's okay. There's different ways to get in every pose. This is just what works best for me because some things are really hard for my body. And so please don't think if you can't do it the way I do it, that you can't do it, okay? But for me, and you can always take a block here, by the way, if you're afraid of falling on your face, which is a normal fear. So I'll show you without and then with. So without the block, I press my knees into the backs of my arms and I really try to feel all of my weight on my legs on the backs of my arms. I look forward and then I start to slowly lift one foot and then the other. Try to take the toes towards your bum. Keep breathing. Nice. Maybe you try to kick the legs back, go straight into a vinyasa. Still working on that. Otherwise, if you want to practice crow with a block, and I'm going slow to start because this is our first time going through it, but as we flow, I'm not going to go into all these steps, so we'll have more of a flow state. Nice. All right, so crow with the block. This is really just to help us with our fear. So we're afraid, right? We're afraid we're going to fall. And so if we're afraid of falling on our face, if we know we have a cushion, that's going to help with the fear. So the only thing about the block is because you need your body weight to be tipping forward in order to find the balance. If it's on a high setting, you can't really feel the balance. So I would suggest going on the lowest setting possible with your block. And then what I like to do, kind of the same setup, I try to really situate, kind of making the puzzle piece of my knee fit into my armpits, right? See how they're linked now? Especially once I get up, I lower my hands and then I try to find the block with my head. And then my feet kind of have to come up to do that if it's on the lowest setting. So if you're like, that's too far, Rebekah, I still feel like I'm going to fall, try the middle setting. Again, you're not going to get the balance exactly right, but you start to feel more comfortable. So I try to find my head on the block before my feet come up at all. Then I can start to lift the feet. So it's a bit of a dance, and that's okay. It's taken me years to come as far as I have. And it's not something you have to do to be a yogi. Yogi is not about the postures. Yoga is not about the postures. It's about a presence of mind with not just yourself, but just this oneness, right? This oneness of breath, body, mind, the world. Go ahead, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Let's meet in down dog and we'll continue our sun salutation B. Inhale, the right leg kicks up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Pivot left heel down. Keep the knee bent over the ankle. Engage the thighs, the core. So Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Take the arms up, warrior letter A. Exhale, come back down. Step the right foot back. Take your half vinyasa. I'm going to do a cat-cow as an alternative to that traditional half vinyasa. Then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward, pivot right heel down. Inhale, both arms up, warrior A. Exhale, hands come down, step it back, take your half vinyasa. So maybe that's exhale for that chaturanga, tricep push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips reach back, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Stay here for 2 more rounds a breath using downward dog as a resting pose. And maybe that means you go into child's pose. Maybe that means you find some rest within a challenging pose. Nice. Breathing in and out. Nice. All right. So continuing, we're in downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Taking the big toes to kiss. Inhale, arms reach up, chair. Exhale, arms sweep back, Ardha Utkatasana, half chair. You can come onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, plant the hands. Try for crow prep, or into that yogi squat. Taking the feet back, meeting in that half vinyasa, whatever that it needs to be for you. Exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, right leg reaches up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward. Pivot left heel down. Inhale, arms up, warrior A. Hips should be square facing the front like 2 headlights. Exhale, hands come down, step it back, take your half vinyasa. I'm going to do a cat-cow, meeting in downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, left leg up, 3-legged dog. You can keep the hip in line with the other hip, so squaring the hips, or you can open it up. Exhale, step the left foot forward, pivot right heel down. Finish the exhale. Inhale, arms up, warrior A. Exhale, hands come down, step it back. Take your half vinyasa. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 more just like that. In and out. In and out. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, extended mountain. Exhale, chair pose, because that's what I meant to do. Nice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, right arm swings back. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale, left hand. Inhale, back to front. Exhale, both hands come back. Now in the Ardha Utkatasana. Sorry, I forgot the arm swings from the last round. Inhale, come back. Hands reach forward, or into that yogi squat, but forward if you're coming into crow. Exhale, half vinyasa, or that cat-cow. Meeting in downward facing dog. Nice. Go ahead and take one more round of breath here, and then we're going to take our left foot forward, facing the long side of our mat. Nice. All right, so now we're coming into a bit of a core moment here. So taking ourselves into a goddess pose. So knees over the ankles, arms reach up into goalposts. Inhale through the nose, engaging the core, ribs are tucked under. Exhale, right elbow to right knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Do this at least 10 more times. Oh, you got this. Keep going. Now we're going to add a twist. So opposite elbow to opposite knee. You can always slow it down. Go at the pace you need to go. You can alternate. Just keep moving here. Find some stillness. Come onto the balls of your feet. Woo! Inhale, hands are heart center. Exhale, unbend the knees. Take the hands down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe walking the hands behind where the bum is, just walking them back on the floor, feeling the head get closer to the earth. If you want to come into a headstand, you can take both palms, kind of interlocking the fingers, and put the hands hugging the crown of your head. I'm still working on my headstand, so I'm not going to demonstrate here, but if that's in your practice, feel free. Otherwise, you can just stay in this wide-legged forward fold. I like to take my hands behind my hips, stretch my arms back, and then let the hands fall towards my head. Really nice back stretch here, shoulder stretch, letting my neck be long. Stay here wherever you are for another 2 rounds of breath. Very slowly begin to unwind. Hands reaching down, walking forward. Nice. Go ahead and step your right foot forward, coming to a seat. Nice job. Whew. Let me tell you, not practicing has kicked my ass a little bit. So I'm struggling a little today, and that's okay. Like, I'm so happy to be here and I'm so grateful to be here with you. But it's definitely not always easy, right? It's almost never easy, I would say. But sometimes our bodies are more adapted to it than other days for whatever reason. Maybe you're on your period, maybe you were sick, maybe you were traveling like me and you were walking a lot and not maybe taking enough time to stretch, right? Let's go ahead and just take a minute, hand to heart and belly. Revisit your sankalpa, your resolution, your vow, your intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of this practice. I am vowing to myself to be more intentional about what coming to my mat, even when I'm not teaching. That's something I want to commit to. Even if it's 15 minutes, not a full hour, whatever it needs to be, just to get myself started. It can be small. It doesn't have to be the hardest thing you've ever done, the longest class you've ever taken. It can be messy. I am messy, but I'm still lovable. And I hope you can feel that way too. Whatever it is your intention is, Again, keep that with you for the remainder of our practice today. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, hands reach down. We're going to come into a downward facing dog. Meeting and downward facing dog as we begin our main flow. So I love the main flow because it is so creative. With Vinyasa, it often is different every time. You know, it depends on the teacher, of course, but really no one's exactly the same each and every day. I think that's beautiful, something we can actually find comforting if we allow it to be. Let the right leg kick up, inhale through the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, go ahead and take the right knee to the right elbow. So we're in a plank position and you're trying to connect the knee to your tricep. Maybe you even kick that leg out. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot comes all the way down to the ground. And then we're going to flip our tummy towards the sky, calling this flipping the dog. Hips are reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to take the right hand down. Right knee comes towards the left elbow, kick it out. Fallen triangle. Left arm reaches up, inhale. Exhale, you kind of push your right foot out to get your butt towards the ground, keeping this wide V shape with your legs. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold over back left leg. Inhale, cartwheel the hands back to the top of the mat. Tuck your left toes. Maybe your mat gets unruly with you. That's okay. And then come back to that three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale. Go ahead and step the right foot forward. Finish the exhale. Nice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Just stay here. Nice. Go ahead and take the right foot back. Take a half vinyasa. So we're taking that tricep push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You can always skip the chaturanga, which is the tricep push-up, and go straight to a down dog. Meeting in down dog to go towards that left side. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Maybe kick that leg out. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, flip the dog. So the left foot goes all the way to the ground, and then you're turning the tummy towards the sky. Left arm reaches up. Push the hips up towards the ceiling. Here for a round of breath. And then flip it back over. Left leg reaches up, three-legged dog. I kind of hop to twist my foot a little, just so it's in position. Exhale, left knee towards right elbow, kick the leg out. Inhale, right arm up, fallen triangle. I kind of push my left foot out to slide my butt down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over right leg. Inhale, cartwheel the hands top of the mat. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Stay here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Step the left foot back. Take your half vinyasa or whatever you need to take here. So that can be that half push-up chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Maybe you take a child's pose. Honor you. Honor your body. Honor your soul. It's all one. And we all have different beliefs, and that's okay. I'm not trying to say you have to believe what I believe. But what I do believe is that they're interconnected, that one thing affects the other. If we're feeling stressed, we're thinking, I'm stressed, I'm worried about this thing, I'm worried my chaturanga is not perfect. Those thoughts are going to affect you. Maybe that makes your heart race, right? There's so many ways the body, the mind are All these things are connected. Go ahead, meeting in downward facing dog. We're gonna add on a bit here. So inhale, that right leg reaches up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. You can always kick it out. Maybe come to an arm balance later on. Inhale, back up. Exhale, flip the dog. Nice. Inhale, flip it back over. Right leg reaches up, three-legged. Exhale, fallen triangle. Sit the butt down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the back leg. Inhale, cartwheel the hands. Tuck the right foot back up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, lower the left knee. Bend your back leg, try to grab for your foot. So your right hand is grabbing your left foot. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, untuck the knee. Kick your leg up. Right leg walk, your right arm, hands, walks forward. This is a great spot for a block if you need it. So the hand on the block or on the ground, and you're just gonna try to feel your full weight in this right foot. Then maybe once you find balance, you can open the left hip. See if you can still even the weight distribution on your foot. So all four corners of the connecting foot to the ground. Then maybe you start to feel your core light up, if it's not already, your right obliques, your left obliques, so that you can feel yourself get a little lighter. You feel like someone's pulling your left arm towards the sky. Some hand is reaching down and pulling you up. Tuck the left toes towards your nose. Maybe you even float this right hand. Nice. Whatever, if you fall, that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and take the left hand down, right hand down. Tuck the right foot back, take your half vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Nice. Other side, inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, flip your dog. Stay for a breath and then flip it back over. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, fallen triangle. So that left foot goes towards the right corner of the mat. Right arm up, and then exhale to put the butt down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over back right leg. Inhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. Tuck the right toes. Fly the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Nice. Inhale, left arm up, dragonfly twist. Exhale, right knee comes down. Bend your right foot. Try to grab it with your left hand. Inhale, hold. Woo, that's tight. Exhale, go ahead and release that leg. Nice. Inhale, take the left foot back. Take a half vinyasa or whatever you need to do here. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Another full round of breath wherever you are. Nice. Right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, flip your dog. Inhale, right arm down, right knee to opposite elbow, kick it out. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, sit it down. Folding your back leg. Inhale, cartwheel hands, top of the mat. Kick the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Lower left knee. Inhale, right arm reaches for that left foot. Take a breath. Release the foot. Nice. Go ahead and untuck the foot. Kick it up. Right hand's down. Open up the left hip, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Go ahead and add on here. Exhale, left knee comes up, coming into marionette pose. Arms can goalpost. Exhale, one-legged chair. So left ankle over the right thigh. Hands can come to heart center or come up. Exhale, take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Kick into the foot. Maybe that left arm reaches back. Maybe you look towards the hand. Inhale through the nose. Maybe you fall, that's okay. Exhale, swing it back for standing split. Exhale, step it back. Step the other foot back. Take your half vinyasa. Taking 3 full breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the nose. 2 more. Kneading. And that downward facing dog, if you're not there already, left leg reaches up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, flip your dog. Inhale, flip it back over, left leg up. Exhale, fallen triangle, left knee to right side of the mat, right arm up. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. You can break up the breath differently if that works better for you. I'm just giving you a roadmap here. Cartwheel the hands, top of the mat. Tuck the right toes. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Lower the right knee. Inhale, right leg bend so that you can grab it with your left foot. Get a nice stretch here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Release. Nice. Stepping that left foot back. Inhale for a cow if this feels better for you, or take that traditional half vinyasa. Taking 2 more full breaths. Nice. Beautiful. Go ahead and come into down dog. We're going to do both sides, and we're gonna go a little bit faster. So we're gonna start with the okay, honestly, I got a little lost. So I don't remember which side I did. So if you know, do that. But we're gonna go ahead and do left side, left leg up, 3-legged dog. So left knee, left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, flip the dog. Nice. Inhale, flip it back, left knee to right elbow. Kick it out. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, sit, full lower back, right leg. Inhale, cartwheel the hands, top of the mat. Tuck right toes so that the left leg can kick up, 3-legged. Exhale, step it forward. Nice. What I think I forgot was inhale that left arm up, dragonfly twist. Then take that right knee down so your arm's already out to grab the right foot. That's where we were. Okay, nice. Beautiful. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Take the right knee up. We're going to kick up into half moon. So this left hand is down. Maybe you take a block. Feel the full weight into the foot, but try to even it out on both sides, all 4 corners. Press into the block, but then you want to really think about squeezing your core, especially the obliques. This really helps me kind of find my balance, as well as tucking my foot that's kicked out, tucking the toes towards you. So not flexing, not pointing the toes, but flexing them in towards your nose. Nice. Someone's reaching for your hand. See if you can reach back for them. Maybe you float the hands. Maybe you just take a few fingers off. Exhale. See if you can take the right knee up towards the sky. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sit one like a chair, right ankle over left thigh. Nice. Inhale, grab for the outside of your left foot with your, right foot with your left hand. So left hand grabs the outside of the right foot, kick into the foot. Right arm reaches back. You can always do the knee as an alternative here. And then maybe you look towards your right hand for a drishti challenge. Find something to lock onto with your gaze. Maybe it's a candle, maybe it's a spot on the wall. And then we're gonna exhale, kick that foot out for a standing split. Inhale through the nose. Exhale to bow in a little bit deeper. Try to kiss your knee. And the exhale, step the foot back. Lower the knees. Nice. You can take this as many times as you want. You can free flow this. Take some time, and you can always go back on the video, play the flow again. Maybe put me on repeat where I wasn't like horribly messing up, but it's fine. No, but really, you can take this flow more times. But I'm gonna go ahead and start winding us down. So if you're on your feet in this kind of hero's pose, or you can untuck the legs and let them stretch out in front of you. Nice. Find some length in the spine. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and come all the way onto your back. Let the feet come up like you're trying to leave your footprints on the ceiling. Candlestick pose. This is a nice alternative for shoulder stand if you have a sensitive neck. Because I'm in a smaller space here, I'm not going to go into plow, but I am going to just kind of tuck my knees in. So for shoulder stand, you're going to come up, but then and I can come into shoulder stand here. But then for plow, you take your legs straight back. I'm not going to do that because I don't have room with my TV, but you can take the knees in right into ear pressure pose, alternatively, or stay in candlestick, avoid the shoulder stand altogether. And then you can bend the knees out towards the armpits, grab the outside of the feet, come into happy baby. So you can do all of those, you can do some of those, but just find whatever works for you. Keeping a slightly rounded spine as you rock from side to side in this happy baby. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice. Go ahead and let the left leg go out long. Keep the right knee in. Watch out for anything in the room if you're in a more enclosed space, but keep hugging that right knee in. Take your left hand to the right knee, and you can take the right arm out into a T, and then just guide the right knee towards the left side. Maybe gazing towards your right fingers if that feels nice to deepen this supine twist. And just start to let go of the breath here. We'll slowly bring the knees back in, hug it in, and let the right leg long this time. Guiding the left knee towards the right side with the right hand, left arms out long. And gaze towards your left fingers. Start to just release your effort here. Letting the ground hold you up. And slowly come back to center. Hug both knees in. If there's anything else you need to take before you come into your final pose, Shavasana, I welcome you to take that. And if you're ready, letting the legs come out to a low V, the legs and the arms, letting go of the breath completely here. Letting the feet fall to either side, letting the calves release, the thighs get soft, the hands get heavy, and feeling this softness in the arms, the low belly, letting it all go. Letting the jaw get long. Unfurrowing the eyebrows. Letting everything go here. And take rest. If you have more time, please feel free to stay here and take a longer Shavasana. But if you're ready to move into the next part of your day, you stretch the arms above the head for a two-way stretch. Hugging the knees in. Rolling over to your favorite side into a fetal position. You can use that bottom bicep as a pillow. And press into the top hand into a seated position. Whatever is comfortable with you towards the sound of my voice, whatever that is in this virtual space. And start to inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, bringing in all that effort with you, all that energy that you cultivated the last hour, all that hard work. You did that. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you keep an open mind as I come back from a month of vacation, which was an amazing opportunity, but it definitely gives me appreciation for my yoga practice when I step away from it. And the imperfections, being okay with that, that's hard. So whatever was your sankalpa, your vow to yourself, I hope that brings you some peace throughout your day. Peace be with you. Thanks so much.